morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to day 22 of the Workplace Power Leverage session. This is the 31-day career accelerator for value-driven professionals. And the goal is pretty simple. I want to help you win at work and in life. And you know how I do that? I give you 9 power leverage over the course of 31 days. And the goal of this 9 power leverage is to help you accelerate your career, grow in the recognition you get in the workplace, help you to grow your income so you can live the life that you want to live. Today, we continue on our service power leverage. Yeah, we've already built the foundation over the last 2 days. Well, we built a couple of foundations, and today we're going to roll it up a bit. Now, one of the things which we've been able to establish in terms of your service, we've been able to go in terms of recognizing the different people that you actually serve beyond just the person who is directly in front of you. And yesterday, we actually looked at the various elements of value that you can give. There are 4 elements of value. If you've missed out on yesterday, please take time to watch it. Really, really great. Now, today we're going to take it up a notch, and that is here. Today we're going to be focusing on the people that actually support you to deliver your goals. Now, one of the things we all realize that, look, within the workspace that we find ourselves, we are not the sole responsibility for delivering some of the value, some of the results that we actually want to bring to our clients, want to bring to the people that we serve. What I mean here is this: there are certain people in which they provide dependencies for what it is that you want to deliver. It could be people and there are 2 classes of people in this case. It could be people within a team, a small team that you actually lead or that you are a part of, or it could be people that are completely outside of that team, meaning that they are not directly within your purview, but whatever it is they do has a strong impact, has a strong correlation on you being able to deliver the value that you want to your clients. And what you have to, when you show up at the workplace, what you have to always remind yourself is that, look, you're working in a collaborative workspace. I repeat, when you show up at work, you all need to remind yourself that, look, you're working in a collaborative workspace. And the reason here is that the reason why you need to embrace the fact that, look, you work in a collaborative workspace is because you are not the sole responsibility for being able to deliver the value that you want to bring to your clients. There are certain people whose inputs really, really drive what it is that you bring to bear. And what you have to do at all times is you need to be able to own a part of their emotional space. I repeat, you need to be able to own a part of their emotional space, because once you can own a part of their emotional space, they will be willing to commit to whatever standards that you have set for what you want to deliver for people that, for the clients that you serve. So what I'm going to be sharing a couple of ideas which I think would help you to be able to own a good chunk of the emotional workspace. First and foremost, you need to learn to build strong relationships. Take time to connect with the people that you work with, whether within your team or outside your team, on a personal level. I repeat, take time to connect with them on a personal level. Show genuine interest in their work, their ideas, and their aspirations. You know, you need to be able to find out things about them that they probably might not even be willing to, it might not be things which they share on a continuous basis. So, for example, look, some of the people that I work with, I know that, look, they have interest in having certain side hustles and things like that. And now and again, I probably ask them, oh, how is this going? How is this? I try. It's in most cases, it's not that I can actually do anything with regards to what it is that they're telling me they want to do, but just the fact that I'm showing concern, finding out what it is that they're interested in, finding out how it is going. It just has a way of just encouraging them that, look, they have somebody who is batting and rooting for them at the workplace. Occasionally I ask about their family life. I ask about some of their personal interests. And the whole idea is this: to give them a sense that, look, there is somebody who is interested in them more than just work. I don't want to be the only conversations that I have with them is work, because if the only conversation I have with them is work, then what I'm basically doing, I'm assuming they're basically automatons, whereby they come to work, they basically pack everything that is their everyday life, they pack it outside, and they basically show up to work to basically work on only work. But we all know that that's not the way it works. And so, number one thing you need to do is you need to build strong relationships. You need to take time to show the people that you work with, that you want to connect by knowing them on a personal level. Now, the next thing which you need to embrace here is you need to embrace the act of communicating in the way that aligns with them. Now, we're going to talk a bit more when we get to the next power leverage, but I felt it's important that I introduce this to you. It's very much important that you realize that not everybody likes to be communicated the same way. There are certain people that like to be communicated in a particular way, and you need to embrace that diversity in communication. We'll talk, like I said, we'll talk a bit more when we get to the next power level, but you need to embrace that look, because people are unique, because the people that you serve, they have a unique way of which they want things to be done. You need to embrace the uniqueness in how they want to be communicated to. I'm just going to leave it at that. We're good. Like I said, when we get to the next power leverage, we're going to go talk in detail with that. Number three, I will tell you, you need to offer your assistance and support to them in whatever it is that they are doing. Basically, you also need to be committed to supporting them in their office goals. Basically, you need to be supportive. You need to, you want them to support your own goals and objectives for how you want to deliver service to the people that you serve. You also need to be committed to serving them in that like manner, because look, you need to create an environment of reciprocity. Once they know that you are committed to them, they also will be committed to you. It's pretty simple as that. So once you can show that, look, you're committed to the way in which they also want to deliver value, they also will be committed to the way they know you want to deliver value. So you need to be supportive. You need to offer assistance and support to them in a way that aligns with how they also want to deliver value to the people that they serve. And as much as possible, the next thing I'll tell you, you need to recognize and appreciate them. Now and again, you need to be able to tell them, oh yeah, thank you very much for what you did. I really, really appreciate what it is. Look, it could be very, very simple. I mean, simple, mundane things, which aligns even with their regular everyday job. I mean, just the fact that people do their jobs is something you even need to compliment. You understand? It doesn't necessarily mean that, look, the fact that they have to go out of their way. Sometimes it's just the fact that, look, they've done something in a way that aligns with the value and the service quality that you want. Look, simply say thank you. Appreciate them. It's simple as that. And look, when you build that level of appreciation and recognition to them, it begins to grow a sense of commitment within their mind that, look, this person sees me, this person knows me. That's one of the things this shows. Your ability to recognize and appreciate reaffirms to them that, look, you see them, that you know they exist. And one thing I will tell you to do is this: you need to foster that environment of collaboration. It aligns very much to you being supportive. You need to very much show interest in whatever it is they're doing, just the same way. And this is more of almost on an ad hoc basis. So, for example, they've got a project, they've got something that they are doing. It may not be directly involved, it may not be directly associated to whatever it is that you are going to do, or you're able to support them. What you need to be, you'll be able to give them ideas. Oh, look, I heard that you're doing this. Look, what you're doing, I think these are the ways in which you can probably do it. These are the ways I feel can actually help you go faster, move faster in terms of the way in which you want to get ahead of it. Now, the next thing that I'm going to tell you is actually a bit of a unique thing. You need to find ways of minimizing stress for them. Now, that's a very funny one. But what we all realize, and I'm sure I don't need to tell you this, is that the workplace most times is a bit of a stressful place. We all know that. Because why? Everybody's pushing for deadlines. Everybody's pushing for targets. Everybody's driving this. You want this. They want this at the speed of the internet. Everybody's asking for information. And so sometimes the way in which you ask for information, the way in which you even present things, you need to communicate in a way that reduces stress. Look, let me give you an example of something I used to do then. I remember those days, when I still used to have a lot of engagements with different teams. I used to demand different things from different things, and they used to. And no matter when they pick up the phone and they call me, the first thing I do when I pick up the phone is I don't just go straight immediately to asking them what it is I want. Sometimes I try to find ways of diffusing the tension in the air, not going straight directly to talk about what it is that we want to do. Just talking to them on a fun basis. I remember one time that anytime anybody calls my extension, the first thing I tell them, this is the voice of reason. Just saying something as simple as that has a way of just diffusing the whole built-up tension of, oh yeah, we're going to get this, we're going to get into this. Just has a way of diffusing the stress, the tension in the whole atmosphere. Look, when people build that expectancy around you that, look, you're someone when they want to have a conversation with, when they want to bring a work question, or even if you are the one who wants to make a work demand, once they build that expectation that, look, you're going to calm them down. They have a way of being open to embrace you. That's just one thing you have to realize. They have a way of being open to embrace you. Look, my work at the moment now, I have a lot of engagement with my head office, whereby I have to deal with people. And most of the time, the only way I deal with people nowadays is either by phone or email at the head office. But one of the things which I consistently try to do is, look, when I pick up the phone and I try to call people in the head office, most of the time I don't go straight to asking them things, whatever it is. A number of times, maybe what I do is for the first 1 or 2 minutes, I basically chat them up, gist, relax, and the whole idea is this. I want them to look, anytime they see my call, anytime they see me and they see the phone ringing and they see my name on it, I want them to have a sense of, okay, I don't have to be afraid to pick this call. Okay, this person is going to still brighten up my day. This guy, no matter what he's going to ask for, he's going to ask for it in a way that, look, I'm not going to feel stressed. And this is something that people build up at the back of their mind cycle. Not necessarily that they tell themselves that, look, oh, this is how it's going to happen. This is how it's going to happen. No, it's not like that. A number of times people just build it up unconsciously based on the experiences which they have with it. It's one of the reasons why sometimes even in my emails, when I send emails to people who are a far distance from me or whatever, or in, however, different locations from me, I try as much as possible to infuse a bit of fun, a little bit of lightness, depending on the person. If this is a person I think, look, might, and sometimes, look, it's a hit and miss. Sometimes I try with some people and I find out like these people doesn't like the lightness of communication. And look, I don't bother with doing it for that person. But when I notice that, look, some people embrace that lightness of communication, I do it on a constant basis because, look, I want people that when they see my call or when they see an email that comes from Tola, look, I don't want them to be like, oh man, I'm going to pack this to one side because, look, I don't know, this guy is probably going to be stressing my life. Look, I want them when they get my email, I want them to decide, oh, let me read the email, because they know that, look, it's a balance of two things. And we're going to talk a bit more about that when we get into the next power leverage. We're going to talk about communication. You just have to remind yourself that, look, just the same way you also sometimes get stressed up at the workplace, the people that you work with also get stressed up at the workplace. And so you need to define clearly that, look, the way you're going to communicate with people, you're going to communicate with people in a way that diffuses stress, such that when people see your calls, you are calling them, or people see your email, they feel a sense that, look, they want to serve you because they know that, look, you're going to come to them in a way that, look, does not put too much pressure, even though the work itself might be pressure. Look, I will tell you this, a number of times when I call the people in my head office, it's because I really, really want something. But even though I really, really want something, I don't start up the call with, oh, I really, really want something. And we may start like 1 or 2 minutes, whereby we're just doing a bit of chat. I'm asking very casual questions. I mean, just casual questions that diffuse the atmosphere before we go next into the conversation of what it is that I want. I know some people will be like, look, you need to be short, succinct, and just go straight to the point. Look, people are not automatons. That's what I tell you. People are not automatons. People have emotions. And look, the emotions, the emotions form thought patterns, and the thought patterns decide how people are going to respond to you. And once you can win the emotional battle with them, you are able to create the right thoughts with them, and you're able to get the right level of commitment that you want from them to be able to do the work that you need them to do with you. So today, your assignment is pretty much simple. Let me pull it up in your workbook. So today, what I want you to do is, we've been working, all over this last couple of days, we've been focusing only on your top 3 results that you deliver. Very much important. I believe that, look, when you can get things like this sorted out for the top 3 results that you deliver, it's a lot easier for you to roll it up. I always try to focus. Let's focus on the top 3, because the top 3 are the key drivers of even your own productivity and the way in which you show up at the workplace. So your top 3 results, write them out. Then the first thing you need to do is you need to identify who are the other people on the value chain to delivery. And then the last thing you need to identify for them, what can you do for them to make them commit to your high standards? We've gone through different things in terms of the different things which you can do. You now need to decide which one of these things did you introduce in your relationship with them. What are the ways in which you can introduce it to them as a way of getting stronger commitment from them in terms of what it is you want to deliver to your customers. The more you can get these people to commit to your goals and objectives, the more you are creating a collaborative workspace. The more collaboration you're able to get into your workspace, the more you are able to always consistently deliver that value that you want for your clients. Thank you very much once again for joining me today. I really I've enjoyed today's conversation. I mean, the issue of talking about collaboration in the workspace is something which I believe is very much important, and how you build it within the workspace is a tactical strategy that we all need to adopt, recognizing the fact that people are unique and people want to be addressed in a unique way. I look forward to hanging out with you again tomorrow as we continue our conversation on your service power leverage. I want to wish you guys a great day, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Thank you.